and welcome back to the Verse Techcast, your go-to place for everything related to NXP software, tools, and enablement, specifically tailored for NXP processors and microcontrollers.
And this week, everybody, we're hitting the accelerator on AI.
That's right. Welcome to AI Acceleration Week on the Verse Techcast.
Bridgette, just like we did for CRA a while ago, what we decided is over the next 3 episodes, we're going to cover the technologies that are shaping the future of Edge AI. So that's going to be the industry trends, development tools, all the way to the hardware solutions available today. These are things that are critical when you're looking to accelerate the next generation of intelligent devices.
And honestly, there's no better way to kick things off than with today's guest.
Yeah, today joining us is Ravi Annavajjala. He's the former CEO of Kinara and now the leader of NXP's NPU product line following the Kinara acquisition.
So today we're talking AI trends, edge intelligence, generative AI, multimodal AI, and of course, NXP's new DNPUs.
And if you've been hearing a lot of phrases like AI acceleration, edge inferencing, or multimodal intelligence, and you've been thinking, okay, those are some pretty cool buzzwords, but what does that actually mean for me? This episode's perfect for you.
Ravi, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bridgette and Kyle. Excited to be here and excited to kick off AI Acceleration Week with you both.
And Ravi, before we jump into the deep end of AI, we always like to make things a little bit more personal. So can you just take a minute and give a quick introduction of yourself to the listeners?
Absolutely. I'm based in Bay Area in San Jose and currently lead NXP's NPU product line, Neural Processing Unit product line, following the acquisition last year of Kinara. I've spent much of my career focused on bringing scalable AI acceleration to edge devices and helping make AI more practical and accessible for developers. And outside of work, I'm a huge tennis fan, and I also love making pizza from scratch.
Okay, wait, casual pizza making or full engineering level pizza optimization?
Definitely getting closer, but not quite engineering level yet.
Wow, I'm sure it's probably a pretty good pizza. So basically, Ravi, what you're saying is you accelerate AI during the day, and at night you put all your effort into making a great pizza.
And both are very important.
All right. So to me, AI feels like it's moving at absolutely light speed. Every day I come to work, I get hit with more requests, more questions about what we're going to do with AI. There's a new model, there's a new device out in the market, and there's always a new AI buzzword. So Ravi, from your perspective, what are the biggest trends actually shaping the future of Edge AI?
Indeed, Kyle, it is moving at lightning speed. And one of the biggest shifts is that AI is moving from being cloud-centric to being truly distributed. Developers and companies have intelligence that have been sitting on cloud. Now they're bringing them onto the devices closer to where data is generated. And that's being driven by several things. One is latency requirements, which are super tight at the edge. Privacy concerns. You want your data to reside on the device and not on the cloud. And finally, bandwidth limitations and the need for real-time responsiveness. Now, at the same time, AI and AI models themselves are evolving. We are moving from simple vision-based AI to multimodal AI systems that combine voice, video, sensors, and contextual awareness all in one place. And honestly, we are really seeing an exciting phase where Edge AI is no longer experimental. It's becoming practical and scalable across robotics, industrial automation, automotive, and many other smart consumer devices.
And Ravi, when people think AI, they still often picture giant cloud data centers. So why is Edge AI suddenly becoming such a huge part of the conversation?
The reality, Bridgette, is that many AI decisions, they simply cannot wait for a cloud round trip anymore. Think about robotics, think about autonomous systems or industrial automation, or even automotive applications. All these systems need real-time decision-making right where the data is being generated. And you need deterministic performance, which the cloud can't afford. And Edge AI devices allow the data to be processed locally. And this improves responsiveness, reliability, and privacy, and also reduces bandwidth substantially and cloud infrastructure costs as well. From a user experience perspective, local AI feels a lot more natural. Whether it's voice interaction, visual understanding, or sensor fusion, people expect instant responses, and you get all of the above with Edge AI.
Yeah, we've all become wildly impatient technology users, that's for sure.
That's so true.
I want to go back to last year. NXP announced the acquisition of Kinara. So what made this combination such a strong fit? Beyond, of course, the charismatic founder.
What made the combination exciting is how complementary the technologies were and also how complementary the visions were of both companies. Kinara brought deep expertise in high performance edge AI acceleration, and NXP had an incredibly strong intelligent edge portfolio spanning processing, connectivity, security, and industrial systems. Now, with these two portfolios together, we can support much broader spectrum of AI workloads, everything from ultra low power tiny ML applications all the way to generative AI and multimodal, all of them at the edge. This isn't just about hardware. Developers need complete platforms, hardware, software, tools, and optimized workflows that help them move from prototypes into production much faster.
So, Ravi, the acquisition wasn't just about adding AI, it was really about NXP filling a necessary gap. And that will allow us to properly scale intelligence across our entire product portfolio moving forward.
Exactly. The goal is helping developers build smarter systems more efficiently.
And probably helping developers sleep slightly more as well.
That would be the ideal.
Okay, we've mentioned DNPUs or discrete neural processing units a few times already. For listeners hearing that acronym for the first time, what exactly is a DNPU and why should developers care?
A DNPU is a discrete neural processing unit, the dedicated AI accelerator. We also call it a pure play AI accelerator chip designed specifically for neural network inference. What makes DNPUs exciting is that they allow developers to run much more advanced AI workloads efficiently and not overwhelm the host processor or dramatically increase power consumption. As AI models become larger and more sophisticated, and we're seeing indications of these already, especially with generative AI and multimodal AI, we need specialized AI acceleration sitting next to a host processor to scale the compute and tackle these more sophisticated workloads.
Okay, so we can think of the DNPU as the AI muscle.
Yeah, that's one way to describe it.
Yeah, and unlike me in the gym, Bridgette, the DNPU muscles are perfect for lifting heavy AI tasks.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're a little cheesy on the podcast, Ravi, so we appreciate you participating. So
No worries.
all right, now that we understand what DNPU, we understand the fit between Kinara and NXP. What kind of applications are you most excited now that you're part of NXP?
We are seeing incredible momentum, especially in intelligent vision systems, robotics, industrial automation, smart retail, automotive, and also advanced human-machine interaction. What's exciting is that developers can bring much richer AI experiences directly onto edge AI devices.
Yeah, now we're talking that developers are bringing this to their devices. But one thing we always talk about on this podcast, Ravi, is how does that developer get started? How does NXP enable the developer to integrate this AI technology? Because it's one thing to have a powerful DNPU, but the developer really needs the tools and the workflows that simplify adding that into their products. So what have you guys done to help the developer?
Exactly, Kyle. Developers don't just want performance, they want simplicity, scalability, and flexibility. And that's where software enablement is such a huge focus for us. With EIQ software environment, developers can work with familiar frameworks and streamline the process of optimizing and deploying models across any of the NXP platforms. And importantly, developers can scale across MCUs, application processors, and DNPUs using a more unified approach under a single software umbrella. The goal is to really help teams move faster from experimentation to production without needing massive AI expertise. The ecosystem piece is incredibly important as well. We are working closely with partners like FNS and Gateworks who are bringing these AI capabilities into scalable SOM, system on a module, and edge computing platforms that developers can actually start building with today.
And I'm glad you brought that up, Ravi. That is something we're actually going to dive into in our next 2 episodes when we bring in some of these ecosystem partners. I think it's going to be great showing the listeners how you're helping customers get access to this technology.
Yeah, we'll be talking with both FNS and Gateworks about how developers can move from AI concepts into real deployed systems using NXP technologies. So, Ravi, we talked a little bit how we like to be fun and cheesy on this episode. So we have a bonus question for you. And that's going to be, what's one everyday problem where you secretly wish AI was way better at already?
I'll go back to my tennis comment earlier in the podcast. One of the things that my 2 sons do is they play UTR tennis matches. In these matches, the players are the referees themselves, right? So there's no third party that's refereeing the match. And this gets to be problematic because there are close calls sometimes, and there's sometimes cheating that goes on. And what I've challenged both my sons to do as a summer project this year, in fact, is to make 2 AI-enabled cameras that can be the referee for the match, where they can watch the match and in real time provide scoring and refereeing. I think this will be incredibly helpful, not just for my sons. I think it'll be cool for every high school and college student who's playing competitive tennis.
Oh, that's super fun. So less fighting at home. Maybe we can set up one in the San Jose office for everybody to participate in.
Well, that was a great idea. I think we should definitely apply more AI to high school sports and helping avoid conflict on the tennis matches. But this has been a great way for us to kick off AI Acceleration Week, and we really appreciate you taking the time to join us.
I think one of the biggest takeaways for me is that edge AI is no longer this futuristic concept we talk about someday happening. It's already transforming robotics, industrial systems, automotive applications, and so many intelligent devices around us.
And what's exciting is that technology stack is finally coming together. It's scalable hardware acceleration, software enablement, and AI workflows that developers can actually deploy with in the real world.
So, Ravi, thank you again for joining us today and helping break down where edge AI is heading and what it means for developers building at the edge.
Thank you so much for having me, Bridgette and Kyle. This was really fun conversation and an exciting way to kick off AI Acceleration Week. There's so much innovation going on right now in edge AI, and I'm excited to see what developers can create with these technologies over the next few years.
And to the listeners, remember, this is only the first episode in our week of AI.
That's right. And over the next 2 episodes of AI Acceleration Week, we're going from the big picture AI trends into real developer platforms and deployment.
And as Bridgette mentioned earlier, we'll be joined by outstanding partners, FNS and Gateworks. They're going to explain how developers can bring real edge AI into their products with the solutions that those 2 partners provide.
So if today was all about where AI acceleration is headed, the next 2 episodes are about how developers can start building with it.
And trust the 2 of us. There are some really cool platforms and demos coming your way.
So make sure you subscribe and follow the Verse Techcast on your favorite podcast platform so you don't miss an episode.
And if you want to learn more about NXP AI technologies, the EIQ tools, and the new DNPU portfolio, check out the links that we'll put in the episode notes.
Thanks to everyone for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow on the Verse Techcast.